before even the training session, really great to be back with the guys. There's a real good atmosphere in the group. There always is. We say that, look, I think all coaches say their football team's a bit like a family, but this really is like a family. You know, you can probably even hear over my shoulder just sort of the atmosphere, and they've just done a really tough session. So, you know, the energy, the camaraderie, the joking, the laughing, but that also comes with seriousness. So it's really good to have the guys back together. And yeah, it's been the November to March is the longest break, and so yeah, everyone's in really good spirits.
The players look very sharp today. Are you satisfied with what you've seen?
Yep. Look, the first session, and it was the intention of it, is to put them back into scorpion mode, as we call it. And after 4 months, they've all been 23 players here, playing for 23 different clubs, for 23 different coaches, in 23 different styles of football. Some of them play defensive, some of them play tiki-taka, you know, so we have to get them back into the scorpion way of playing. And we did a little bit of that in video before the session, but yeah, we're super pleased with the first training session. Yeah, really pleased.
Playing against the African champions, the best team in Africa at their home. What is the expectation for the Scorpions?
Expectation is to take what we've just done in training and, you know, multiply it, which I think naturally happens in front of what we hope will be a capacity 50,000 crowd at the stadium, of which there'll be quite a few Gambians in there, which is going to mean a lot to the players, both friends and family and supporters in the crowd. And look, for us, over the last, I've already said this, over the last 20 months, when we've had the biggest tests against Tunisia, against the Ivory Coast, against Gabon, we've brought out our best performances. You know, it's only 11, 12 months ago that we also played against the African champions, Ivory Coast, in their home, and we were so close. We had a great game, we didn't quite do it. And again, this is another test for us. Can we go and put on an equally great performance against a great team? Let's be honest, because Senegal aren't just African champions, but our anticipation is they'll go really deep in the World Cup. You know, I would expect Senegal to at least get to the quarterfinals of the World Cup, if not further. And so it's a big test for our guys, but there's some big characters in our group, so we're looking forward to the game.
Finally, Coach, how important is this to the Scorpions' journey to qualify to the AFCON in 2027?
Look, I think the last couple of years, we came together in 2024, everyone was getting to know each other, a new mindset, going toe-to-toe with opponents that the guys hadn't been used to for several years. 25 was a bit more about, you know, we changed the formation. There was a lot of new players, you know, over the course of time, 25, 27 debuts. So it was creating new mindset, new strategy into the second year. But this year's about performance. This year, you know, it's a non-negotiable going back to AFCON with the quality. That's not just because we've been there before, but the quality in the team, we have to go back. So we're putting pressure on ourselves. And look, we've got to play in pressure games in order to be ready to qualify. So look, it's a big game, it's a big test for us. We know Senegal will be on a high because they'll be parading the trophy. And yeah, so for us, it's a big part of that journey.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.